Alrighty, just wanted to go ahead and make a quick little video detailing my outline plans for the year 2026. It is currently December 22nd, 2025, and we got some things on the horizons that I'm going to go ahead and get done here. I already started on one of my projects here. We'll just go ahead and dive right in and go from priority number one to priority number whatever. Alright, so first off here, we've got this 1989 Volvo 244, this little sedan. I already went ahead and pulled the engine out of it. I went ahead and purchased it, and the engine was toast when I bought it. I paid $400 for this little thing. $300 or $400, I don't remember. I think it was 400. I went ahead and bought this to have a secondary vehicle in case we needed it, as well as to just kind of get a seat time car. It is a manual transmission, M47. It's not the 4-speed with overdrive, it's the actual 5-speed. So we're just going to go ahead and throw in another red block in there. Got that in the garage over there. But it came with 12 tires, 13 tires actually. So I just wanted to go ahead and get this as a little seat time car here. It's okay, it's pretty clean overall. You know, the paint's kind of faded and whatnot. We can also go to the back here. It's a pretty rust-free car. It has been backed into, it does have its damage. So I'm not too worried about dinging it up and damaging it. It's just an old Volvo. It's nothing too special. They made millions of these things. So that's going to be project number one. It's kind of my very, very budget seat time car. I did learn, unfortunately, after looking into some of the rules and safety requirements, is that this thing, since it does not have an airbag, it was not equipped with one, I'm gonna have to take out those seats and install some buckets and harness, as well as a harness bar, I believe. So that's something I need to look into. And if we go ahead and come in here into the garage, excuse the mess, we'll go ahead and see that this is the engine we're putting in it. I think it's out of an 83 or 84. It's a B230F, and that's the one that came out of it. It just didn't have a head. I guess the guy took it off and lost the head somehow. So we're just going to go ahead and swap this one in there. We're going to take the manifolds off and just drop it in. And that'll be coming up here soon as I get a cherry picker. And yeah, go ahead and get that thing all tidied up, get it running and driving for a couple $100 more. Hopefully to be under $1,000 just to get it running and driving. But as I mentioned, it is going to be a seat time car. So I'm going to have a few things that I need to get done here. Unfortunately, as per track requirements, that is larger than a quarter. So I'm also going to need a windshield on top of everything else. As well as all the tires I have. I have one set of 15s and two set of 14s, one set there and one set in the trunk. But I'm hoping I can either find some more 15s or find some cheap 14 tires that meet tech requirements. Next up on the chopping block is my 2000 GS. It's also going to be a drift car. It was drifted in the past. This is all bondoed up. If we take a look over here at the trunk, we do have everything just about to get it up and running. It did have low compression. One of the valves was not seating correctly, I believe in cylinder 6. So we're gonna just go ahead and do a quick little rebuild on that. Where's the fucking trunk release on this thing? Okay, I'll just use the key. It is an auto trans. The trans isn't in it right now. I mean, it is in it, literally. It's in the passenger seat. But this thing, since it is a factory airbag car, I can just go ahead and put the airbag back in, make sure the system's working fine, and I can drift this as is. I won't need any harnesses or anything. Eventually I'll get them. I want to do a complete interior swap into the, what do they call it, the sport design or whatever, the black interior. This thing I'm dubbing the Poopra. I want to paint or wrap it brown, but I got it as a trade for a pretty crapped out 240SX. This thing does have a clean title. Like I said, I do have basically everything in it to get it running. We'll go ahead and take a look at the engine over here. I did get everything as a basket case. There was this engine that came with it. It's not from that car originally, I believe. It was turboed at one point, manual swap at some point, but it didn't come with any of that. I have a bunch of extra parts, subframes, some suspension, axles. I don't even know what all's under there. But I do, if we look right under here, I do have an R154 from a Mark III Supra that's going to go ahead and go in there. So that'll be the next project up on the chopping block and get that up and running. I don't know exactly what's going on with this thing. It was on Facebook for free. I'll put up the screenshots of the listing from the Facebook. It does have an engine. It's kind of the same thing as the other one there. It had no head. It does spin. It's not locked up. There's another block in the trunk with a subframe. That one is locked up. It's pretty rusty and crusty. This one I believe is a 93 940. So I don't know. I'd like to get this thing up and sliding or lifted. You could do like a lifted Volvo. That'd be pretty nice. It's been busted up. It was a parts car for somebody. It's pretty stripped. Honestly, it's barely a rolling shell. Don't know what we're gonna do with this thing, but it's not gonna really see the roads again, I'm sure. That will see the roads and that will see the roads, but this is probably never gonna see the roads again. And the reason for that is I don't have a title and I'm having issues getting a hold of the guy that had it before me, had the title, lost the title. He doesn't know who he got it from. He's in the group on Facebook and it's a whole mess. So I've tried a couple times to get the title, but if I'm not successful, then I'll just go ahead and, I don't know, do something with it, sell it, scrap it, give it away. We can do something like that. And then we come on over here. This is the daily tow pig. I literally got this to be a tow pig. I like that it was a 3/4 ton. It's got the 454 4-wheel drive K2500. It's 97, I believe. 97, 98, I don't remember. GMT 400. Suburban. I do want to get a lift on this thing, but I'm not too worried about the aesthetics of it overall. It was got as a work truck and a tow pig. I did smash this bumper in and mess this tire up. So maybe a 2 to 3 inch lift, get some 33s, 35s in this thing. We'll freshen her up a little bit. She's got a misfire. She's got some brake issues. Classic GMT 400 things. So that won't be too involved. So maybe that'll be before the Lexus even. Just get this thing up and going good. And yeah, that's just kind of where I'm at right now and my projects and what I want to go ahead and do. So number one is going to be the Volvo seat time car, get that up and going. Number two, we'll go ahead and get this Lexus, or maybe even do some fresh up on the truck. I don't care if you don't think it's a truck. It's a big SUV, whatever. To me, it's a truck. Does truck things. That's all I need. From there, I do also have a 93 240SX Coupe. I don't want to slide that thing. I'll whip a shitty every now and then, do some burnouts, slide it around a corner or two, but it's not going to go on track. I want that to be my nice car, my nice little weekend cruiser, whatever. Nice little KA build, maybe even a rotary, who knows. But I want that thing to be nice. I don't want it to be thrashed. This car here, this Lexus, like I mentioned, it's been wrecked, you know. It was previously an NAT car, I can guarantee that, just based on a few things, but it was wrecked. If we take a look here, in this trunk, we can see, you know, the obvious Bondo work where this quarter was smashed, and we can see where this trunk was smashed. I assume where it was wall tapped. Oh, that's a fucking bomb. Cool. But yeah, that's my plans for the year, is to 100% get this Volvo up and running by spring so that I can go ahead and get my drift license at Pikes Peak International Raceway, maybe compete in some solo competition at Drift Colorado events. After that, I want to get this Lexus up and going, GS300 2000, just so that I can have a more horsepower, big body car sliding around the track. But yeah, I do want to get this Lexus up and going here afterwards. I know that the SC300's more popular than the GS300 due to the length, and it's a two-door. But I also know that the IS300 is even more popular because of the chassis itself. And they also came manual from the factory, and there are a lot more mods and support for the IS than there is over the SC and even the GS. GS does have limited support, but there is support. Heat Lightning Speed Shop, I think, is one company. I think that's their name. They do a bunch of conversion things and a bunch of manual swap things. I know Drift Motion and Excessive have parts for the R154 swap. It is just going to be a stock rebuild, and I'm going to pick up a second builder motor so that I can actually make some power on it. I'm not going for anything crazy right away. I just want to make maybe, you know, what do they come with? 200 horsepower stock from the factory. See how that does. And just upgrade from there, just slowly and over time. But once I do blow the motor, because I'm going to blow that motor, I will go ahead and swap in the other motor and do an NAT turbo build. But that's my plans for 2026. We'll see how this goes. Thank you so much for watching, and stick around for much more to come. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?